Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're really digging into something timely. It's Mel Robbins's The Let Them theory.
Right.
Our mission, basically, is to unpack this idea, see how it actually works as like a mental shortcut to, let go of some of that emotional weight and get your focus back, especially now when everything feels like it's pulling at you.
Yeah, and what's so striking about it, I think, is how it hits on this very specific modern problem.
Mm-hmm.
That deep anxiety that comes from just being constantly exhausted.
Mm.
But it's not just tired from work exhaustion, is it? It's the exhaustion of fighting against reality day in, day out.
Oh, definitely. That feeling of always being on, like you're constantly putting out energy, trying to manage things you can't really manage, trying to get people to see you a certain way or agree with you or not leave.
Exactly. And all that effort, it's like emotional overhead. It just
Yeah.
completely burns you out.
Yeah.
And it creates this awful loop. So the promise of the let them theory, the real freedom it offers, it sounds simple, but it's actually pretty radical. Peace, confidence, they come when you realize you have to stop trying to manage everyone else. You stop trying to fix them or convince them or chase their approval. You let them.
Let them judge you.
Right.
Let them misunderstand you. If
Yeah.
they want to walk away, let them walk away. Let them do whatever they're going to do.
Because they probably will anyway.
Yeah.
That's the core insight.
Mm-hmm.
When you stop fighting what's actually happening, how people are really behaving, or how a situation really is, you basically end the war inside yourself.
Mm.
The conflict wasn't really with them.
It was with reality itself.
Exactly.
And I think, most of us live in that state the sources talk about, that emotional tension. It's like walking a tightrope all the time, trying to control the story about us, trying to keep a relationship exactly how we want it, desperate to control who stays or goes. We try to be the conductor for everyone else.
And that effort, that mental drag, that's the trap. The sources are really clear on this.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to constantly manage everything leads straight to burnout, resentment, and just crippling anxiety.
Yeah.
You're basically pouring your most precious resource, your energy, your focus, into a system that gives you absolutely nothing back. You can't win the fight to control someone else's choices or, frankly, what they think of you.
Because, at the end of the day, you can't force someone to feel something they don't, or to change, or apologize, or grow up on your schedule.
Precisely. And this is really important. We need to be clear what let them isn't.
Okay.
It's easy to mistake it for being cold or just not caring anymore. Indifference. But that's not it.
Right.
It's actually built on two really strong foundations. Trusting yourself and having really solid boundaries. You accept the truth. You can't make someone treat you well or value you or love you back. And trying to force that, that's where all the frustration comes from. The freedom is in letting go of trying to control the outcome.
That's a really crucial difference. It's not giving up on people, it's giving up the struggle to change them.
Okay, great.
All right, let's get into the principles then. How does this go from just a nice idea to something you actually do?
Okay, so the first one, and this is often the toughest for people, is fully releasing control.
Which feels totally backwards, doesn't it? We're taught our whole lives that if we just control things enough, we'll be safe. If I just explain myself one more time, or send that perfect text, or chase them down for closure, then I can fix it.
Exactly that thinking, but the peace comes directly from not forcing those outcomes. And that means, accepting some discomfort sometimes. You mentioned over-explaining. We feel we have to manage the story, fix every little misunderstanding, chase closure, even when it's clearly not on offer. We mix up explaining with getting validation.
And the theory just says, stop, let them misunderstand. If they believe the wrong thing about you, let them.
And the power move here is reframing it in your head. When people show you who they are, believe them the first time.
Yeah.
Let them be that. If someone walks away, let them.
Okay.
And what's really interesting is how the sources frame that. It's not rejection, it's redirection.
Ah.
Yeah, you're instantly being pointed towards something else, something better, maybe, or at least something more real, more aligned with you. It's like the universe is just clearing out space for you.
Okay, I like that. That shifts it from, oh, they don't want me, to, okay, I'm free now to go this way instead, which leads right into the second principle, energy reclamation. I love that phrase the source uses for the opposite. Energy leakage.
It's so descriptive, isn't it?
Yeah.
Every single bit of brain power you spend trying to micromanage someone or influence them or just anxiously guessing what they're thinking or doing, that's energy leakage. It's like a constant low-level tax on your mental system. Think about the hours you might waste drafting texts you never send, or replaying conversations, or scrolling social media looking for clues.
It's like cognitive debt. You're spending energy you don't have.
Exactly. So the theory functions as an immediate energy refund. You literally take that energy back, and you instantly point it towards things you actually can influence.
Right. Your own stuff.
Your goals, your health, your habits, your own healing, whatever you need to work on. And the beautiful side effect is this incredible focus. When you let other people just be, you free up all this mental space to become more fully yourself.
Okay, but doing that consistently,
hmm
that sounds like it requires a lot of emotional maturity. Which brings us to principle 3, emotional detachment versus indifference. How do you let go peacefully with acceptance instead of getting, bitter or resentful about it?
Ah, that's the real test, isn't it? That's where you know it's actually working. Indifference is just deciding, I don't care anymore, which often isn't true anyway.
Right, it's often a defense.
Exactly. Emotional detachment, in this context, is the mature choice.
hmm
You accept reality. You might still care about the person, but you're no longer tangled up in needing to control the outcome with them. You're choosing serenity over that exhausting grind of trying to fix something you can't fix.
Okay, now I need to push back a bit here because this bumps up against boundaries, right? If I'm really practicing let them, doesn't setting a firm boundary saying something like, if you keep doing X, then I'm going to do Y, doesn't that feel like I'm still trying to control them by setting terms?
That is such a critical question. And the sources are really clear about this distinction. Boundaries are about defining your actions in your space. Control is about trying to change their actions.
Okay.
So when you practice let them while setting a boundary, what you're really saying is, look, you are completely free to keep doing X. Let them, but I am free to choose Y for my own well-being. That's the boundary. You're not trying to convince them to stop doing X. You're just choosing your peace over trying to persuade them.
Got it. Okay. That clarifies it. The power stays with my response, not trying to dictate their action. And when you finally loosen that death grip on needing to control things, that's when principle 4 comes in. Trust the unfolding. It actually creates space for clarity, doesn't it?
Absolutely. It really does. When you stop obsessively trying to hold on to a relationship or a job or some specific expectation, things become much clearer, much faster. People tend to show their true colors more quickly when you're not trying to manage them.
The fog of anxiety lifts.
Exactly. There's no anxious fog clouding your judgment. And the theory encourages this belief that what naturally leaves your life, what you stop propping up through sheer force of will, is actually making room, necessary space for what's genuinely meant for you, what truly fits, to arrive. It stops feeling like loss.
And starts feeling like calibration.
Yeah, like calibration, necessary adjustment.
Okay, so if we buy into this, we think, yes, this is worth trying. What are the actual steps? For someone listening wanting to actually integrate this, the theory breaks it down into 5, really simple, practical steps.
And these steps are designed almost like cognitive interrupts, right? They
Yeah.
stop that emotional hijack before it takes over.
Okay, step 1, pause and notice. So when you feel that heat rising, the anxiety, the defensiveness, the anger, that urge to jump in and fix it, you just stop and ask yourself plainly, okay, what am I trying to control right now and why?
Step 2 is the anchor, the actual interrupt. Say,
Yeah.
mentally. Just that simple phrase, let them, repeat it in your head. It works like a mental release valve. It instantly creates a little distance between you and the urge to react.
Step 3, refocus energy. This is the really practical part. Don't just stop reacting. Immediately redirect that energy you just saved. So instead of spending half an hour composing the perfect response or fuming about what they think,
Right?
spend that same half hour doing something for yourself. A quick walk, 5 minutes of deep breathing, tackle a small task on your list. Anything that builds you up instead of tearing you down over them, you substitute a constructive habit for a destructive one.
Then step 4, looping back to our earlier point, and this is crucial for making it stick. Set clear boundaries. Remember, letting them be them does not mean you have to tolerate being treated badly.
Absolutely not.
It means recognizing that your power isn't in changing them. It's in protecting your own peace and self-respect. It's choosing peace over the endless, exhausting effort of trying to persuade them to be different.
And finally, step 5, reflect daily. Just take 5 minutes at the end of the day. Check in. Ask yourself, where did I get caught up trying to control things today? Where was I holding on too tight? And what did it cost me?
And doing this daily practice, it really does have a profound psychological impact. We talk a lot about rewiring your nervous system. This is genuinely how you do it. Most of us operate from a default of kind of chronic vigilance, right? Always scanning for disapproval, ready to people
Yeah.
pleaser.
Yeah, that hypervigilance is what fuels the anxiety because you're always on edge, waiting for the next thing you have to manage or defend against.
Exactly. So this framework helps break that cycle. It fosters deep self-trust because you start detaching from needing everyone else's approval. When you practice let them consistently, your actual emotional baseline starts to shift. You move,
Mhm.
physically almost,
Mhm.
from anxiety about the future to acceptance of the present moment, focusing on your response, which is where your power actually lies.
So, zooming out, what does this all mean? Why is this idea of radical acceptance, of letting them hitting such a nerve right now? I mean, we live in this age of just constant noise, right?
Yeah.
Overstimulation, endless comparison on social media, this pressure towards toxic productivity where we feel we have to optimize absolutely everything, including other people.
And in that kind of high-pressure cooker, actively choosing emotional freedom feels, well, it feels revolutionary. It's a conscious decision to opt out of that societal addiction to reacting and getting involved in everything.
Right.
It's recognizing that letting other people in situations just be what they are isn't weakness. It's not giving up.
It's actually the opposite. It's like the ultimate form of confidence, isn't it? Because you're saying, my inner peace is more important than controlling your opinion of me. When you stop fighting life, stop trying to impose your will where it doesn't belong, you finally free up the space and energy to actually live your life.
It really is the ultimate mantra for prioritizing yourself.
Mm.
Like Mel Robbins says pretty directly, you don't need to chase people. You need to choose yourself.
Mm.
And in that choice,
Yeah.
that's where the energy comes back. That's where the confidence grows. That's where the peace is.
That really brings it all together.
Yeah.
So we've covered shifting from control to acceptance, moving from that constant emotional energy leak to actually reclaiming your focus for yourself and reframing things that feel like rejection as, well, necessary redirection.
And the real payoff is this sustained lower level of just background anxiety.
Hmm.
Practicing this consistently literally changes your internal state. So maybe we can leave you, the listener, with one final thought to chew on. If you truly honestly stopped trying to control the uncontrollable parts of just one specific relationship in your life right now,
Hmm.
maybe one that's causing you a lot of frustration or even just one persistent situation,
Yeah.
which one would it be? And if you let go of trying to manage it, what new positive direction do you think that reclaimed energy might instantly start pushing you toward?
Choose yourself. Let them. And we'll catch you on the next deep dive.